You may have a registered land gift deed in your name and still truly not know what you own on the ground. Many families in Goa have legally executed gift deeds. The documents are registered and the shares are written clearly. On paper, everything looks settled. But here's the question most families never ask. Was the land actually measured and partitioned on the ground before it was divided on the paper? Because in most cases, it wasn't. Most gift deeds are prepared using the area mentioned on Form I and 14. But Form I and 14 is a revenue record, not a measurement confirmation. The area mentioned on Form I and 14 does not represent the exact area when it is measured on the ground. And unless the physical land area is measured and divided properly, the division remains theoretical. And this gap becomes visible later when someone tries to demarcate their share, or a sibling tries to begin construction or sell their part of the share. And that's exactly when expectations meet reality. A recent client had the family divided property that measured 2525 square meter as per the Form I and 14 and the gift deed plan. The gift deed allocated the shares based on this figure into three parts. One part was already occupied by a sibling and the remaining two were to be demarcated. And when this client tried to demarcate his portion of the share on the ground, the expectations did not meet the ground reality. Initially, he attempted to do a tape measure but could not get the clarity because the plot was irregular. That's when Spatialcraft was called in. We physically verified the boundary on the ground and compared that with the official survey drawing. Both of them aligned. However, both the government survey drawing and the physical survey drawing revealed something unexpected. The actual site was nearly 500 square meters less than what was recorded in the Form I and 14. Now 500 square meters is not a small amount. It can affect how much each siblings receive, what can be constructed, and the actual value of the property. Most family disputes do not begin with intention. They begin when expectations do not meet measurement. And once misunderstanding begins, trust becomes fragile. And the painful part is, this situation is totally preventable. Many families say we trust each other, there will be no dispute. Disputes rarely start at the time of signing. They start years later when construction begins, or the property is to be sold or inherited to another person. By that time, correcting this issue becomes very complicated. If you have executed or are planning to execute a land gift deed, follow this simple sequence. First, physically verify the property, then make a partition plan, and then only execute the gift deed based on actual figures of the area and the geometry of your property. And finally, demarcate each share physically on the ground and preserve this record. When this process is followed, clarity replaces assumption. If your land gift deed was prepared without property boundary verification, then it is worth verifying now before misunderstandings begin. Unverified divisions create conflict. Protect your family peace with clarity, not assumptions. Spatialcraft, your geospatial mapping partner. One map, all answers. If you want to know how Spatialcraft can bring clarity to land partitioning, check the blog link in the description below.